Alright everybody, it's time for an updated gear video, Masterclass for Raven hit NA last Wednesday, and I have been gearing up. I've been doing the best that I can, and pretty much this is going to be my build for quite a while, so let's just get right into it. So my gear is Crimson Rigmarole. I got plus 11 on the top piece, giving me a lot of magical attack, plus 11 on the gloves, giving me a lot of skill damage, and plus 10 on the bottoms and shoes, just because that's the best I could get it. So I'll spend a little bit on these so you can get screenshots or whatever like that. Obviously, when the update comes, I'm gonna try to reforge them harder. But as they are right now, they're mostly like 8s, 7s, nothing higher than 9 though. And for the skill, I am boosting Giga Prominence. The reason why I'm boosting Giga Prominence and not Rain of Fire is because most bosses where Rain of Fire is OP, it'll just kill them anyway. And for Masterclass bosses, Giga Prominence is better, and for 12-7, just Giga Prominence is better, and it's getting nerfed soon, so... I mean, Rain of Fire is getting nerfed soon, so better that I have Giga Prominence. Here is my weapon. Plus 11, obviously. Got 2 magical traits. Don't think I'll change the ID on that. Mystic Stones are decent. They could be better. The Giants, obviously, are like the lowest, and the Yellows are pretty rough as well. Working on the Blues, but my Reds are pretty much done. Pretty much got 1.5s and 1.4s all across the board, but yeah, pretty good. And now for a costume set, this is just what I use. Noble Duelist, got some boss sockets. Oh well, let me open up my stats while I do this as well. Iceburner, I got the Brilliant Knight Iceburner. Before I was using Mariposa, so not the best Iceburner set. I don't know if I can recommend you guys to get the Brilliant Knight set. Honestly, it's pretty cheap, so maybe you should. But at the same time, you know, certain other IB sets coming out in the future, so you might want to save for that. But Brilliant Knight is really nice. Having Polarized, getting crit damage 8%, it's all amazing. So yeah, I got the full set here, socketed it all with boss damage, and now I guess I'll do weapon accessory. Yeah, it's still Brilliant Knight, crit 12, boss damage, and yeah, all right. Now for a bit more complicated stuff. So talking about my accessories, I got Exodia, as you guys saw in my last raid video. So I got 1 piece of Exodia, 2 pieces of Exodia, 3 pieces of Exodia. Then we got DVC right here. Then we got a gate right here. And in terms of the sets, we got Brilliant Knight 3 of 4. 4 of 4 doesn't matter that much in my opinion. So I got the weapon, I got the top piece, and I got the accessory arm, giving me all skill damage 8%, quite nice. And then for Master Road accessories, we got the Ventus accessory, we got the Gaia accessory, and we got the Adrian accessory. I crafted all of these. I recommend you guys craft it, even if you get it as drops. If you get it as drops, you can just sell those drops. So just craft the accessories. Didn't take me that long, so not too bad. Not too bad if you can run it decently well. Obviously got Ring of Fury here, and we got the Brave Warrior skill ring. What I do when I get into certain raid dungeons is I'll switch from Bravery Ring into Energy Conversion. Not Bravery Ring. The Ring of Fury into Energy Conversion device, but I always keep it on at the start of the dungeon, so I start with 3 Awakening Beads. Pretty nice. Here are my stats. Stats overall pretty good as you guys can see. My boss damage increase to boss monsters could be better, honestly. I'm thinking about maybe cutting down on some critical, maybe cut down a critical socket here and there, or maybe cut down on my action speed. Maybe it's too high, but overall I think it's pretty good here. Alright, now to L Resonance. What I'm using for L Resonance, the first thing I did was all skill damage, then Polarize, then damage increase to boss monsters, and then personally for me, I'm doing Adaptation, because I feel like Adaptation is giving me more damage. You could also do, instead of Adaptation, do MP cost or skill cooldown. Either of those are better, but always first 3, all skill, Polarize, and then boss. Okay? Alright. Now, for specifically more Masterclass stuff, we have my artifact here. Boom, here's my artifact. So, for the Circlet, I have a Perfect Circlet, a Maximize 12, and Critical 12. Some people also want Maximize 12-12 or Critical 12-12, but any combination of those 3 will be very nice. I personally enjoy this combination, Maximize 12 and Critical 12. For the armor, I have critical damage, damage reduction 12, and Master Stage damage 3. This one doesn't really matter that much. I just took the damage reduction 12, just kind of have it for PvP. Optimally, I will want maybe stage 4 damage, or like 2 damage reductions, or like damage reduction. I think you can get HP on this as well. But it didn't really matter that much to me, so I just kind of took this. For necklace, I have stage 4 MP cost down and stage 4 master skill damage. I do want my master skill stage 4 damage to be a lot, but again, didn't really matter that much to me. I just looked for 2 stage 4 effects. So yeah, again, these two don't matter, but circlet and double rings matter a lot. So focus on those, please. For my first ring, I have critical damage 4 and 2, giving me plus 6% critical damage. And for the other ring, I have critical damage 5%. It took me a lot. It took me a lot to like be satisfied with this. I did get critical damage 5 plus something else earlier, but I was like, no, I want 2 critical damages, you know, getting greedy. But if you get critical damage 5, that's perfectly fine. You know, just some critical damage is good. If you don't have a lot of blessed time and space scrolls, just anything critical damage is just like really, really nice here. Optimally, I will want, you know, 2 5%, 2 5%, holding up to 20% critical damage increase. It would be very, very nice. Obviously, I do not have that, and my Leon is only stage 3. Soon he'll be stage 4 to get another 4 skill. Talk about that in a second. But here we go. So my hidden power, masterclass, all masterclass skill damage 5%, all masterclass size increase 10%. These two don't matter that much. The most important one is this third one. I personally have adaptation 1%, which isn't too bad. My goal or want would be a lot of boss damage, so like 10% boss damage, or from 10% to 15% boss damage increase, or adaptation 3% will be very, very nice. I'm waiting though to get more of these scrolls, maybe like 20 or so to start resetting this, because once you start resetting you can't go back. But yeah, that is my artifact. What else? 4 skills. So I'm using Eroding Energy and Headhunter. I do not personally use the Indomitable Will build. It is a good build though. It is a good build for Novas. I just personally don't like it. Maybe I'll talk about it in a different video if you guys want me to. But that's my 4th build right now. If I get another 4th slot, the 4th skill that I want to use is Soul Dominion. Here it is, Soul Dominion. It increases masterclass damage. And I know my masterclass skill isn't the best, but I just kind of want to do that. But yeah, I think that's everything for the stats. In terms of my goals, I think I don't have any goals at the moment besides reforging more than what I have right here. Oh, my title as well. So, title, Guardian of El Reno to get Guardian of El Reno procs, Survival of the Cold to do more damage, this for title procs, and Eclipse to save my butt. Technically, if we're talking about pure damage, Dark Gaze is stronger in higher Demon Realm debuff dungeons. So if the Demon Realm debuff is 70%, Dark Gaze will do more damage. But if the Demon Realm debuff is only like, let's say 30%, Survival of the Cold does better. But the damage difference is pretty minimal, so I just like having Survival of the Cold better, just because it pads my CP more. I think that's a bit nicer. And, you know, going between the two, Dark Gaze and Survival of the Cold isn't that enjoyable, so I just stick with Survival of the Cold more or less. But yeah, that is pretty much my gear. Again, like my goals, reforging would be nicer, getting more Mystic Stones would be nicer. Trying to get more boss damage increase would be good, because a lot of people have like around 170, and I only have like 149. So maybe I'll lose some crit. Maybe get some more like crit from these random effects here. But yeah, overall I would say pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff on all my things. Then yeah, I know a lot of you guys wanted a gear video, so this is my gear. In terms of raid, I haven't run many raids with this setup. Before I got Brilliant Knight, before I got Masterclass, I was averaging around like maybe like 10 billion per second. I did do one raid, actually. I take it back. I did do one raid that was not the best, and I still got around like 14 billion a minute. I said a second earlier, didn't I? My bad. I used to do 10 billion a minute, like average. So that raid I did that wasn't the best raid. I was getting like 14 billion a second. I said a second again. Oh my goodness, I apologize. 14 billion a minute. Pretty good. Maybe I can do better. This is obviously all in 12.7. But yeah, that is this is my gear after Masterclass. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, tell me what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.